This full moon is blocking your spiritual awakening, not supporting it. This February 24th full moon acts as a powerful energetic barrier, and it's already affecting you. If you approach this full moon like all the others, you are inviting an amplification of that which keeps you separate from all you desire. You see, we've all been taught to embrace the full moon's energy, to use it for manifestation and releasing what no longer serves us. But here's the twist. This particular full moon, the full moon in Virgo on February 24th, operates under a completely different set of rules. It's a cosmic paradox, a celestial sleight of hand. If you've been feeling unusually heavy, inexplicably anxious, or like your spiritual progress has hit a wall, this full moon is likely the culprit. It's not just you. It's not just life getting in the way. This is a specific, targeted energetic phenomenon, and it's designed to expose something most people would rather ignore. Think of it like this. Imagine you're trying to fill a glass with clean water, but the glass is already full of mud. Pouring more water in doesn't help. It just makes the mud overflow. This full moon is like that. It's amplifying everything, including the mud, the unresolved emotional baggage, the limiting beliefs, the karmic patterns that are holding you back. Most spiritual teachers will tell you to set intentions, perform rituals, and bask in the full moon's glow. But here's the thing. If you haven't addressed the dark block, those intentions will be built on a shaky foundation. They'll be tainted by the very energies you're trying to transcend. You might be experiencing vivid, unsettling dreams, facing recurring conflicts in your relationships, or feeling a deep sense of unease that you can't quite explain. You're not imagining things, and you're certainly not alone. In this video, you'll discover the real reason this full moon is acting as a spiritual block. Learn how to identify your personal, dark blocks, the specific shadows this lunar energy is illuminating, and most importantly, you'll get precise steps to transform this cosmic challenge into a profound opportunity for awakening. After years of researching esoteric astrology and countless hours helping clients navigate these intense energetic shifts, I've uncovered a hidden pattern, a cosmic key that unlocks the true potential of this seemingly obstructive full moon. What exactly is this dark block? And why is this specific full moon, with its unique astrological configuration, amplifying it with such intensity? How can you turn this potential energetic obstacle course into a fast track for genuine spiritual growth, rather than a frustrating detour? Let's begin by unraveling the astrological underpinnings of this full moon, examining why it's so radically different from the typical lunar cycle, and why approaching it with conventional methods is not only ineffective, but potentially counterproductive. Then we'll delve deep into the nature of the dark block itself, exploring the specific emotional patterns, limiting beliefs, and karmic imprints that this full moon is bringing to the surface for healing and transformation. Finally, I'll provide you with a clear, step-by-step guide, a powerful set of tools and techniques to navigate this full moon not with fear or avoidance, but with conscious awareness and empowered action, turning this potential blockage into a breakthrough. Have you been feeling like you're pushing a boulder uphill, spiritually speaking? Perhaps you're diligently meditating, journaling, and setting intentions, yet feeling more stuck, more frustrated, more disconnected than ever. You might be experiencing a resurgence of old anxieties, finding yourself easily triggered by seemingly minor events, or replaying old arguments and regrets in your mind, almost as if they're happening all over again. It's as though your inner critic has suddenly gained access to a hyper-powered megaphone and it's refusing to be quiet. This is not a coincidence. These are not random occurrences. These are very real and very specific manifestations of this full moon's dark block, actively hindering and disrupting your spiritual evolution. It's not about something being wrong with you. You are not failing. It's essential to understand that what you're experiencing is a normal, albeit intense, response to this particular lunar energy. This isn't a sign of weakness or a personal failing. It's evidence that you're sensitive, that you're attuned to the subtle energetic shifts, and most importantly, that you're on the cusp of a significant breakthrough. If you weren't actively working on your spiritual growth, you might not even notice these effects so acutely. The very fact that you're feeling this disruption indicates that you're ready to move beyond it. This discomfort, this amplified inner turmoil, is the universe's way of bringing your attention to what needs to be healed, to what's been holding you back from fully embodying your true potential. This amplified intensity, it isn't your fault. It's an energetic side effect, and it's one those in power would rather you remained blind to. But why is this full moon so different? Why is it acting as a block instead of a catalyst? The answer lies in a very specific astrological configuration. This full moon, on February 24th, isn't just in the meticulous, detail-oriented sign of Virgo. It's making a direct opposition to Saturn, the planet of restriction, responsibility, and crucially, karma. This opposition is a cosmic tugafor, a celestial face-off that hasn't occurred with this precise energetic signature in nearly 3 decades. Think of it like this: Virgo, at its core, is about purification, refinement, and the pursuit of perfection. It's about discerning what's essential from what's not, what serves us from what hinders us. Saturn, on the other hand, represents limitations, boundaries, and the consequences of our past actions. When these two celestial forces oppose each other under the amplified energy of a full moon, it creates an intense internal pressure. It's like a cosmic magnifying glass held up to your deepest insecurities, your most ingrained limiting beliefs, and the unresolved karmic patterns that have been subtly sabotaging your progress. This isn't just about feeling a little stressed or overwhelmed. This is about the universe highlighting, with laser-like precision, the areas in your life where you're holding yourself back, where you're clinging to old patterns that no longer serve you, and where you need to take radical responsibility for your own healing and growth. This can manifest as a feeling of being pulled in opposite directions, a sense of inner conflict between your desire for expansion and your fear of the unknown. This is not just about the moon, it's about Saturn, and the effects of that influence cannot be overstated. This full moon is a powerful amplifier, but it's not just amplifying the good stuff. It's shining a spotlight directly on your shadow self, illuminating the unconscious patterns, the repressed emotions, and the unresolved traumas that are blocking your spiritual awakening. These aren't just minor annoyances. They're deeply ingrained programs, often rooted in childhood experiences, ancestral patterns, or even past life karma. This full moon is bringing them to the surface, not to punish you, but to give you the opportunity to finally release them. It's a cosmic excavation, bringing the buried debris of your past into the light of conscious awareness. And it's all taking place in the shadow of Saturn. Think about the specific areas where you might be feeling blocked. Are you struggling with self-doubt, constantly questioning your worthiness or your abilities? That's a classic shadow aspect, often rooted in early childhood experiences of criticism or neglect. Are you finding it difficult to form healthy, authentic relationships, constantly attracting partners who mirror your own unhealed wounds? That's another common shadow pattern, often linked to unresolved attachment issues. Are you sabotaging your own success, procrastinating on your goals, or feeling a persistent sense of fear or anxiety that prevents you from taking risks? These are all manifestations of the dark block, amplified by this full moon's intense energetic pressure. It's exposing the ways in which you might be unconsciously holding yourself back, the ways you are choosing to limit yourself and what you are capable of. And if you've noticed it, if you've felt it, that means it's your time. You're sensitive to this shift, and that awareness is your first and greatest tool. So as we've established, this full moon, with its unique opposition to Saturn, creates a powerful dark block by shining a light on your deepest shadow aspects. But what are the precise emotional triggers, the limiting beliefs, and the karmic patterns that are most likely to be activated during this time? And more importantly, how can you navigate these intense energies with awareness and grace, transforming this potential obstacle into a profound opportunity for growth? That's precisely what we're going to explore in the next part of the journey. We're going to expose these aspects, in order that you don't fall foul of the cosmic influences that be. So as we've established, this full moon, with its unique opposition to Saturn, creates a powerful dark block by shining a light on your deepest shadow aspects. But what are the precise emotional triggers, the limiting beliefs, and the karmic patterns that are most likely to be activated during this time? And more importantly, how can you navigate these intense energies with awareness and grace, transforming this potential obstacle into a profound opportunity for growth? Let's break down these manifestations, because this dark block isn't some vague, undefined force. It's not some cosmic boogeyman out to get you. It operates in specific, identifiable ways, primarily through three distinct channels: limiting beliefs, ingrained emotional patterns, and unresolved karmic issues. These are the three pillars of the shadow brought into stark relief by this lunar amplification. First, let's talk about limiting beliefs. Because of this full moon's direct opposition to Saturn, the planet of limitations and structure, in the discerning sign of Virgo, you might find yourself wrestling with deeply ingrained beliefs that simply aren't true. These aren't just fleeting negative thoughts. They're energetic imprints, reinforced over time, that actively shape your reality. You might hear that inner critic amplified tenfold, whispering things like, "I'm not good enough. I'm fundamentally unworthy of love and belonging. I'll always fail, no matter how hard I try," or "It's too late for me. I've missed my chance." These aren't just words. They're energetic shackles, binding you to a lower vibration and preventing you from stepping into your full potential. Perhaps you're striving to create a more fulfilling career, but a deeply buried belief that "I'm not capable of achieving real success" keeps sabotaging your efforts. Or maybe you're longing for a deep, meaningful connection, but an underlying conviction that "I'm unlovable" causes you to push people away or choose unavailable partners. Consider this. Are you constantly downplaying your accomplishments, even when you've worked incredibly hard? Do you find yourself apologizing excessively, even when you've done nothing wrong? These are subtle but powerful indicators of these limiting beliefs at work. What they don't want you to know is that by understanding these patterns, you break their control. You expose the levers of influence. Now, the second pillar, emotional patterns. This full moon isn't just about feeling a little blue. It's a cosmic pressure cooker that can trigger intense, often disproportionate emotional reactions. We're talking about deeply ingrained patterns of reactivity, often rooted in past traumas or unresolved emotional wounds. You might find yourself suddenly overwhelmed by feelings of fear, anxiety, anger, crippling sadness, or profound loneliness, even if there's no apparent external trigger. It's as if the slightest provocation sets off an emotional avalanche, leaving you feeling drained, confused, and out of control. You might find yourself overreacting to minor inconveniences, snapping at loved ones, or withdrawing into isolation. Maybe you have a pattern of suppressing your emotions, only to have them explode later in unhealthy ways. Or perhaps you're caught in a cycle of codependency, constantly seeking validation from others and feeling devastated by any perceived rejection. Do you find yourself constantly seeking external distractions to avoid uncomfortable feelings? Do you feel a persistent sense of unease or anxiety, even when things seem to be going well? This full moon is like a cosmic tuning fork, vibrating at the frequency of your unhealed emotional wounds, bringing them to the surface for your attention. It's not about controlling your emotions. It's about understanding their root cause and learning to respond to them in a healthy, empowered way. It's about not letting yourself be blindsided. This isn't just about personal peace. It's about reclaiming your energetic sovereignty. But we are just scratching the surface. We are just at the edge of understanding. What we'll discover next is even more vital. And finally, the third pillar, karmic issues. This full moon acts as a cosmic spotlight, illuminating unresolved patterns and lessons from your past, not just this lifetime, but potentially extending back through your soul's journey. These aren't random occurrences. They're echoes of past actions, relationships, and choices that are seeking resolution and integration. This might manifest as recurring relationship problems, the same frustrating dynamics playing out with different people time and time again. You might encounter persistent health issues that seem to defy conventional treatment, or find yourself stuck in a particular life pattern that feels frustratingly familiar, like a cosmic record stuck on repeat. Perhaps you feel a deep sense of unfinished business with certain people or situations, a lingering feeling that something needs to be addressed or resolved. Are you constantly attracting the same type of negative experiences, even though you're consciously trying to make different choices? Do you feel a sense of karmic debt or obligation, a feeling that you're somehow paying for past mistakes? This full moon is an opportunity to break free from these cycles, to heal the wounds of the past, and to step into a new level of liberation. It's not about punishment. It's about learning, growing, and evolving. It's about consciously choosing a different path, a path aligned with your soul's highest purpose. So this full moon, intensified by Saturn's restrictive influence, acts as a powerful amplifier, bringing these three core elements of the dark block, limiting beliefs, emotional patterns, and karmic issues to the forefront of your awareness. These aren't separate entities. They're often intertwined, reinforcing each other in a complex web of shadow. But simply knowing what is being amplified isn't enough. You need to know how to navigate this intensified energy field, how to consciously clear these energetic blocks, and how to transform this potentially challenging time into a profound opportunity for awakening and lasting spiritual liberation. And crucially, how to spot these forces at play around you, even beyond your personal sphere. Awareness is the first, most critical step, but it's only the beginning. That's precisely what we'll be covering next: the practical tools, the ancient techniques, and the empowering perspectives you need to not only survive this full moon, but to thrive because of it. So this full moon, intensified by Saturn's restrictive influence, acts as a powerful amplifier, bringing these three core elements of the dark block, limiting beliefs, emotional patterns, and karmic issues to the forefront of your awareness. But simply knowing what is being amplified isn't enough. You need to know how to navigate this intensified energy field, how to consciously clear these energetic blocks, and how to transform this potentially challenging time into a profound opportunity for awakening and lasting spiritual liberation. And crucially, how to spot these forces at play around you, even beyond your personal sphere. Awareness is the first, most critical step, but it's only the beginning. Now it's time to take back your power. This full moon doesn't have to be a period of struggle. It can be a catalyst for profound growth if you know how to navigate it. What they, the elites, don't want you to know is that you are not powerless. You are not at the mercy of these cosmic forces. There are specific, powerful techniques you can use to clear the dark block and align with the full moon's true potential for awakening. These are not widely discussed, actively suppressed in fact, yet they are surprisingly simple and remarkably effective. First, let's tackle those insidious limiting beliefs. Remember how we discussed that this full moon, in direct opposition to Saturn, amplifies those deeply ingrained beliefs that simply aren't true? Here's a powerful exercise to dismantle them, step by step. 1. Identify. During this full moon period, become hyper-aware of your negative self-talk. It is crucial that you write down the recurring limiting beliefs you hear in your mind. Don't judge them. Simply observe and record them. Are they thoughts like, "I'm not good enough, I'm unworthy of love, I'll always fail, I'm trapped, it's too late for me"? Be brutally honest with yourself. 2. Challenge. For each belief you've identified, ask yourself with unwavering sincerity, is this absolutely true 100% of the time? What concrete evidence from my own life directly contradicts this belief? Don't accept vague answers. Demand proof. 3. Reframe. This is where you actively rewrite your reality. Transform each limiting belief into a positive, empowering affirmation. For example, "I'm not good enough" becomes, "I am worthy of love, success, and happiness just as I am." "I'll always fail" becomes, "I learn and grow from every experience, and I am capable of achieving my goals." "It's too late for me" becomes, "It is never too late to create the life I desire, and I embrace new beginnings." Make these affirmations specific and personal, 4. Repeat. This isn't a one-time fix. Repeat these affirmations throughout the day, every day, especially when you notice those old, negative thoughts creeping in. Visualize yourself embodying these new beliefs. Feel the truth of them in your body. This is about reprogramming your subconscious mind, replacing the old, limiting programs with new, empowering ones. This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about actively reshaping your energetic blueprint. Second, you must have a way to navigate those intense emotional patterns. This full moon acts like a cosmic pressure cooker, bringing unresolved emotions to the surface. Here's a simple, yet profoundly effective, technique to manage these emotional surges. 1. Acknowledge. When you feel overwhelmed by an emotion, whether it's fear, anxiety, anger, sadness, or anything else, don't resist it. Don't try to push it away or pretend it's not there. Acknowledge it without judgment. Say to yourself, I'm feeling intense anxiety right now, or I'm experiencing a wave of sadness. Simply naming the emotion can begin to diffuse its power. 2. Breathe. This is crucial. Take slow, deep breaths, focusing on your breath entering and leaving your body. Inhale deeply, hold for a few counts, and exhale slowly. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, calming your body and mind. 3. Visualize. Imagine the emotion as a wave, a cloud, or a surge of energy passing through you, not defining you. Don't get attached to it. Watch it rise, peak, and subside, knowing that it's temporary. You are the observer, not the emotion itself. 4. Ground. Connect with the Earth's energy. Place your feet firmly on the ground and imagine roots growing down from your feet deep into the earth. Feel the stability and support of the earth beneath you. 5. Affirm. Silently or out loud repeat, I acknowledge, accept, and I now release this emotion. Feel its power lessening with each repetition. You are reclaiming your power. This isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about learning to respond to them rather than react to them. It's about creating space between the trigger and your response, allowing you to choose a more empowered course of action. But here's what most people miss. They think that simply meditating, being mindful, or using affirmations is enough. They go through the motions, hoping for a quick fix. But the truly awakened understand that true emotional mastery requires consistent, dedicated effort, especially during these times of amplified cosmic energy. And let's be brutally honest, some people choose to wallow in their negative emotions, clinging to them like a security blanket. They've become so identified with their pain that they unconsciously resist letting it go. I once knew someone, deeply sensitive, who, during a remarkably similar lunar alignment, completely ignored the warnings. She refused to acknowledge her rising anxiety, convinced it was just stress. The amplified emotional energy built, unchecked, until a minor disagreement with a friend triggered a complete breakdown, years of friendship destroyed, and she was left, isolated and confused. This isn't to scare you, but to emphasize the critical importance of actively managing your emotional state now. Don't become another statistic. Finally, let's address those persistent karmic issues. Remember, this full moon is illuminating patterns and lessons from your past, offering a chance for resolution and liberation. Here's a powerful way to begin working with these often subtle, yet deeply impactful karmic energies. 1. Reflect. Take some time during this full moon period to journal about recurring patterns in your life, particularly in your relationships. Ask yourself, what lessons am I consistently being presented with? What keeps repeating and why? Where do I feel stuck or held back? Be honest with yourself, even if it's uncomfortable. 2. Meditate. Meditate with the specific intention of understanding and releasing any karmic blocks that are hindering your progress. Visualize yourself releasing old patterns, forgiving yourself and others, and stepping into a new, more empowered reality. Imagine the karmic chains dissolving, freeing you to move forward. 3. Forgive. This is absolutely essential. Practice forgiveness, both for yourself and for anyone else involved in these karmic patterns. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior. It means releasing the energetic hold that the past has on you. Forgiveness is liberation. 4. Seek. If you find you're deeply struggling, that these methods aren't making a dent, do not isolate. If you feel you need true help, consider reaching out to a trusted guide. But be incredibly discerning. Many claim abilities and wisdom they simply do not have. But there's one final, crucial step, a ritual so powerful it can rewrite your very cosmic blueprint, amplifying all the good and shielding you from what is unwanted. So by actively challenging your limiting beliefs, managing your emotional patterns, and addressing your karmic issues, you transform this full moon from a potential dark block into a powerful launching pad for spiritual awakening. Do not wait. Start using these techniques immediately. The energy is already building, and this window of opportunity is fleeting. These aren't just suggestions. They are essential tools for navigating this intense cosmic alignment. The power is within you. Embrace it. And in the next and final part, we'll reveal the one thing you must do, above all others, to harness this full moon's unique energy, a precise ritual to maximize its power and ensure your lasting transformation. So by actively challenging your limiting beliefs, managing your emotional patterns, and addressing your karmic issues, you transform this full moon from a potential dark block into a powerful launching pad for spiritual awakening. Do not wait. Start using these techniques immediately. The energy is already building, and this window of opportunity is fleeting. These aren't just suggestions. They are essential tools for navigating this intense cosmic alignment. The power is within you. Embrace it. And in this next and crucial section, we'll reveal the one thing you must do, above all others, to harness this full moon's unique energy, a precise ritual to maximize its power and ensure your lasting transformation. We've explored the astrological forces at play, the profound dark block effect of this specific full moon, and the specific ways it manifests, striking at the core of your being as those limiting beliefs, those deeply ingrained emotional patterns, and those persistent karmic issues. You've learned how to identify these challenges, how to begin the crucial process of addressing them, how to start peeling back the layers of illusion. But there's one final, crucial step, the ultimate action required to unlock this full moon's true potential. There's a powerful ritual to clear the dark block, to activate your spiritual awakening fully, to genuinely seize this potent moment. Remember, while the tactics discussed are critical to navigating the days surrounding this moon, the peak moment requires singular focus, the one core action to take that truly maximizes the energy of this potent gateway. This is where ancient, often suppressed, wisdom comes into play. There's a specific ritual, a sequence of actions known to only a few, a carefully guarded secret that can truly transform this full moon's energy from a barrier, a daunting obstacle, into a gateway, a portal to higher consciousness. It's a practice meticulously designed to clear the dark block at its very root, to align you completely and powerfully with your highest potential, with the very best version of yourself that's waiting to emerge. This is the ritual those in positions of control, those who benefit from keeping humanity in a state of spiritual slumber, do not want widely understood or practiced. They fear its potency. It's the single action that can so dramatically shift your energetic alignment, especially during this specific moon's intensely amplified influence. It is deceptively simple, yet devastatingly effective. This isn't just another meditation or visualization exercise. It's a cosmic key, a carefully crafted sequence that unlocks a profound energetic shift. Are you ready to truly unlock this full moon's potential, to step into your power, and to claim the awakening that is rightfully yours? Now, let's go through the ritual instructions, step by step. I'll provide detailed, clear instructions so you can easily follow along and perform this transformative practice with confidence. Be sure to have a pen and paper ready to write a few things down as we get into the steps. One, timing. This is critical. Perform this ritual during the absolute peak of the full moon, which occurs on date and time. If that precise moment isn't possible, get as close to it as you can within a few hours. The closer you are to the peak, the more potent the energy. 2. Materials. Keep it simple but focused. You'll need a white candle representing purity and clarity. You'll also want a clear quartz crystal or any crystal you feel a particularly strong connection to. This acts as an amplifier, Have a pen and paper and find a quiet space where you will not be disturbed. This is your time. 3. Preparation. Create a sacred space. This doesn't have to be elaborate. Dim the lights, light the white candle, and hold the crystal in your hands. Close your eyes. Take a few slow, deep breaths, centering yourself, grounding yourself, connecting to the present moment. Feel the energy building around you. 4. Invocation. With intention and sincerity, say aloud or clearly in your mind, I call upon the potent energy of this full moon and all benevolent cosmic forces to illuminate my shadow self, to fully reveal, and to permanently release all that no longer serves my highest good. I ask for clarity, guidance, and unwavering support in this process of transformation. Feel the power of these words resonating within you. 5. Release. This is where you confront the dark block directly. On the paper, write down, with brutal honesty, the specific limiting beliefs, the ingrained emotional patterns, and the recurring karmic issues that you are ready and willing to release. Be specific. Don't just write fear. Write fear of failure in my career, or fear of rejection in my relationships. Don't just write anger at my father, for the more specific you are, the more effectively you can target and release these energies. 6. Burning. This is symbolic, yet powerful. Carefully burn the paper with the candle flame. As the paper burns, visualize with all your might these blocks, these limitations, these negative patterns, dissolving, disintegrating, transforming into pure light and energy. See them being released from your mind, your body, your spirit, your very being. Feel the lightness as they depart. 7. Affirmation. Hold the crystal to your heart, the center of your being. Say aloud with conviction and feeling, I am now completely free from these limitations. I embrace my true, unlimited power and my highest potential. I am fully aligned with my highest purpose, with the greatest version of myself. I am love, I am light, I am free. Feel the truth of these words resonating in every cell of your body. 8. Gratitude. Express heartfelt gratitude to the full moon, to the universe, to your higher self, to any spiritual guides or beings you feel connected to, for this incredible opportunity for profound growth, for lasting transformation, and for unwavering support. Gratitude opens the door to even greater blessings. 9. Closing. Sit in silence for a few minutes, allowing the energy to fully integrate, to settle within you. Feel the shift, the lightness, the newfound clarity. When you feel ready, gently extinguish the candle, knowing that the ritual is complete and the transformation has begun. This ritual works on multiple energetic levels, far beyond the surface actions. The candle flame represents transmutation, the alchemical process of turning lead into gold, of transforming negativity into positivity. The crystal acts as an amplifier, magnifying your intentions and broadcasting them out into the universe. The act of writing and burning releases the energetic hold of the dark block, breaking the chains that have bound you. And perhaps most importantly, you are actively participating in your own liberation, your own awakening. This is not passive. It's a powerful act of co-creation with the universe, a declaration of your sovereignty, a reclaiming of your power. The reason this ritual is so profoundly potent is that it perfectly combines aligned timing with the peak energy of the full moon, focused intention, fueled by your desire for transformation, and a powerful, symbolic release, freeing you from the shackles of the past. Do not delay. This ritual's potency will be dramatically amplified during the exact window of this full moon. The next few hours are absolutely critical. Do not allow this window of opportunity to pass by unacknowledged. Now is the time to put this knowledge into action, to step into your power, to claim the awakening that is rightfully yours. This full moon represents a powerful turning point, and you, right now, have the power to make it a profoundly positive one. As this potent full moon gateway begins to close, and the intense energies begin to subside, the choice is sharply defined. Be swept away by unconscious forces, unknowingly hindered by the amplified shadows, or consciously become the architect of your experience, seizing this rare opportunity for true awakening. This is not about fearing the full moon. It's about understanding its profound power as a cosmic magnifying glass. This full moon has illuminated the hidden obstacles, the internal dark block that has consistently held you back from fully realizing your spiritual potential. It has revealed the limiting beliefs that constrain your perception, the reactive emotional patterns that keep you trapped in cycles of negativity, and the persistent karmic issues that demand resolution. You have been shown, in often uncomfortable detail, what requires your conscious attention. You now possess the insights to transform this apparent blockage. Think of this full moon and the temporary blockage it presented not as a curse, but as a crucible, a fiery alchemical test specifically designed to burn away all the inessentials, all the illusions, all that is not aligned with your authentic self. The discomfort, the amplified emotions, the resurfacing of old patterns, these were not punishments, but rather invitations. Invitations to confront your shadows, to heal old wounds, and to emerge stronger, clearer, and more aligned with your highest path. This is a crucible designed to reveal the pure gold of your true, awakened, and empowered self. Remember, the intensity you've experienced is proportional to the potential for growth. This is the paradox of the dark block. The greater the challenge, the greater the opportunity for transformation. This isn't just about one full moon, it's about a fundamental principle of spiritual growth. Just as the ancient alchemists understood the process of Nigrodha, that dark night of the soul, that essential period of confronting one's shadow is absolutely necessary before achieving true enlightenment, so too is this confrontation with your inner dark block, an essential step on your path to awakening. And your work has a profound effect, a ripple extending far beyond your personal sphere. By consciously engaging with this full moon's energy, by identifying and clearing your own dark block, you are not only liberating yourself, you are also contributing to a much larger wave of awakening. You are actively weakening the collective power of those unseen, often manipulative, forces that thrive on unconsciousness and fear. Every individual who chooses to face their shadows, who chooses to break free from limiting patterns, sends out a powerful vibration, subtly shifting the balance of the collective consciousness, moving us all closer to a world of greater awareness, compassion, and truth. You are not alone in this endeavor. Countless individuals, perhaps drawn to this very message, are undertaking this same journey, this same courageous act of self-confrontation and liberation. Remember, you are a powerful being, a radiant spark of the divine, fully capable of profound transformation. You have the courage to face your shadows, the inherent wisdom to learn from your experiences, and the unyielding strength to create the life you desire, a real life aligned with your true purpose, overflowing with joy, abundance, and authentic connection. This full moon has been a testament to your resilience, a powerful validation of your commitment to awakening. Embrace this full moon's legacy, not with lingering fear or regret, but with fierce determination and unwavering self-compassion. It has been a time for clearing, a profound time for releasing, and a pivotal moment for stepping boldly into your true, unlimited power. The dark block may have seemed insurmountable, but your inherent light is infinitely stronger. Let it shine. Shine brightly and fearlessly illuminate the path to your continued awakening. Now, in the coming days, pay very close attention to your dreams, to your intuition, and to your interactions with the world around you. What is this full moon continuing to reveal to you, even in its wane? Where are you still experiencing resistance? What limiting belief is showing itself, calling for one final, decisive challenge? Your answers are your freedom. Share your experiences, your insights, and your triumphs in the comments below. Let's support each other on this incredible